waitress don't pay the dancers. Police trying to give us gang enhancements. For the ops, I got a gang of bullets. For the lean, I got a gang of banners. When I die, I gotta meet God. He gon' probably want a gang of answers. Tested her to see if she was loyal, but she wasn't, had a gang of chances. So more bullets fly than a Murray coupe. Bitch, I won't ever say sorry to you. Got all this work in a mini coupe. Start up the coupe, I can start a coupe up. It can get stainless like who nothing nine. If you got all this jewelry on, watch how you eyeing me. If you set up for me, you can rely on me. Getting off weight like a motherfucker dieting. Smoking this dirty, it's not for anxiety. When they see me, they start 911 dialing. Came if me once and I bet they won't try again. Fucking with us, man, that shit gon' get violent. 9 out of 10 times. Shooters for free, we don't hire them. Chopper go poof, 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 cause it's silent.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 of them end up a wreck. 10 out of 10 of my brothers got strapped. 2 out of 3 of your homies got weight. 5 out of 5 I just sold out the pay. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math, yeah. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math, yeah. 9 out of 10 of them end up a wreck. 10 out of 10 of my brothers got strapped. 2 out of 3 of your homies got weight. 5 out of 5 I just sold out the pay. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math, yeah. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math.
9 out of 10 times, got that thing on me, arrest us right there in the car. 9 out of 10 times, when they look at us like that, they must know who we are. 9 out of 10 times, I fucked on that bitch and I never called back. 9 out of 10 times, I got a whole 3-5 to stuff in the back. 9 out of 10 times, I'm getting it pure and I'm cutting it dope. 9 out of 10 times, it came through the borders, through tunnels below. 9 out of 10 times, my money's mostly from selling that shit. 10 out of 10 times, police come for me, I won't tell them shit.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 of them end up a wreck. 10 out of 10 of my brothers got strapped. 2 out of 3 of your homies got weight. 5 out of 5 I just sold out the pay. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math, yeah. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math, yeah. 9 out of 10 of them end up a wreck. 10 out of 10 of my brothers got strapped. 2 out of 3 of your homies got weight. 5 out of 5 I just sold out the pay. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math, yeah. You do the math, you do the math, you do the math, yeah.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Y'all looking lost again, man. It's like the
Blind leading the blind.
They asked me, they said, Banco, what's this? What's that? What's beef, man? I don't know who my man's is. I don't know if the girl real. I know if I'm really rich. Listen, what's beef? Beef is when you about to hit the stage at your show and you and all your mans coming through the back door. Then couple random niggas that you really didn't know followed y'all to the green room. Now lay it on the floor. Before you make a move, just consider getting smoked. This what happens when it's beef and he couldn't let it go. Keep your head on a swivel, little nigga. Eyes better stay as wide as a river, little nigga. What's rich? Rich is when you help your other niggas hit it rich. Go start another business, don't go spend it on a bitch. Open up a nail shop for your mama and your sis. Take a third of your profit and invest it in a lick. A recession just started, but I'm knowing how it ends. So go back to the crib and make you a CPN. House is getting foreclosed on the market every day. With the CPN you made, Lowe's they give you 40K. Now you wait for the prices on the foreclosures. Buy it at its lowest and sweeter than orange soda. If the crib's so cheap, it probably needs some renovations. Be patient. Remember my whole 40K state. Now you go right up to Lowe's, get what you need for the crib. Fix it up and sell it big. You ain't footing the bill, then grab another foreclosure.
We'll go back to browsing.
You do the same thing 5 times and make you a meal. What's that? What's this? What's broke? What's rich? What's fly?
Today on the YouTube,
How many phones do I order when I get the what's this? What's broke? What's rich? What's fly? What's lit?
We're gonna just listen to music.
What's pure? What's cup? What's love? What's lust? How many phones?
Today we are gonna go over what people's streaming goals are. What their streaming goals are. Because it's always interesting to hear what their goals are for their channel, for their community. You know what I mean?
Take suggestions from the waiter at a 5-star. He gonna show you all the best.
So maybe
dishes
I'll
niggas
just
die
type in
for.
and then I'll copy
Try
and
to
paste it,
organize a
right?
threesome with your girlfriend unless she go get the other girl, then you might win. Know the DJ at the club when you popping out. Soon as you come through the front door, he gon' shout you out. Don't put no tacky ass rims on a foreign car.
Let me put this in. What are your streaming goals for? Maybe I'll just put in what are your streaming goals?
Listen to these other niggas when you know it's cat. Stop the goofy shit and start shopping with me.
What are your streaming goals? Always cool to hear everyone's responses.
What's that? What's this? What's broke? What's rich? What's fly? What's a lick? What kind of bitch?
Actually, maybe we'll put in.
What's cup? What's love? What's lust? How many phones do I order when I get the account? What's that? What's
Yeah,
this?
we'll just put in what are your streaming goals.
What's fly? What's a lick? What kind of bitch should I get? What's pure? What's cup? What's love? What's lust?
Copy. All right, let's go back to browse, and then we'll start hitting up people's channels. Shall we? Right. Let's go. Okay, so today we are going to go over... What up, Brain? We're going to go in and ask individuals that are streaming. I'll just go into regular browse. And we will see what their streaming goals are. Because it's always interesting to hear most people kind of say the same thing. You know? They'll either say, like, my goal is to just hit 1K. Or they're going to say, my goal is to have a great and safe, fun community for everyone to hang out. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see if streamers can actually answer that simple question. What are your streaming goals? And do they all say the same thing? I hope that we don't get smacked with a tornado. We're under a tornado warning. But it'd be interesting to see, you know, what their responses are to this. And we'll just go into regular, like any stream that's completely random. I'll just go in and say hi. See if I can actually get them to say hi back. And see what their actual responses are today. Because you should have clear and present goals on what you're doing. There's the first... Oh. At least they've got it on monthly, which is pretty cool. I'm glad they've got it on monthly. 3.8K. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on today. This person should be able to answer what their streamer goals are when we go in to ask them. So literally, let's go ask them. So we'll just say, hey, how's your day?
Hi, Bumper. How are you? It has to be Gracie.
And then we'll ask, what are their streamer goals?
Grace?
It's always nice to hear, right? If you can get them to answer.
Is it not Grace? Wait. I'm gonna throw a water ball. Where is it?
So let's see if we can actually get this person to answer that question.
Okay. Wait.
Let's go. What are your streamer goals?
You stupid. Ever since the
Always cool to hear everyone's responses. Let's see if the person will actually answer it.
Ruben is in here too. Emma's and Ruben. Nice. My day is good. Thank you so much. What are your streaming goals? I'm actually doing this for fun mostly. I don't know. I'm like feel very comfortable with the friends and people I made. There's someone in my house. Okay, nice.
So
There's someone in my house.
here's a person's response. What are my streaming goals? I don't know, and I'm just doing this for fun, I guess. But you have 3.8K followers, and you joined a stream team, Sparkles, which is actually a fairly large stream team on Twitch, but you don't have any stream goals and you're just doing this for fun? If you didn't have any stream goals, why fill out anything?
I don't have any.
If you're just doing this for fun, I usually stream 4 times a week. So again, this person is not doing this for fun, but they have no idea what their stream goals are. And at 4K followers, you only have 18 people. You really don't care.
It's so ugly with this.
You're sure putting a lot of work into it
We're all sweet and innocent here, yeah, 100%.
for not caring whatsoever. Little weird. God, I don't know what macabre is. But again, it just shows you right there, right? You literally ask a streamer, their first thing is, I don't know. And I guess maybe I just do this for fun. But you wouldn't join a stream team. You wouldn't have 4,000 people. You wouldn't stream 4 to 5 days a week. And you wouldn't concentrate on a leaderboard. Again, to be successful, that's not even going to happen, right? And these people have been streaming 4, 5, 6 years. So, number one is definitely definitely a fail. Let's go into somebody that I know and that could probably answer this question better. Let's see if this person can answer this question better.
It's not working right now.
She does this for a living.
I don't know what just happened. What are your streaming goals? Always called Tara responses. Okay, streaming goals would definitely be. So I'm not going for partner right now. Like, it's not something that I'm grinding for. But in future, definitely something. Also, building my community more and having an average of 50 is always cool. And then being, from streaming, being able to afford a car. So they're my 3 goals.
Do you see the difference?
Building my community.
You see the difference?
In a couple years, if I can. And then average of 50.
Do you see the difference already?
For me, I'd love to buy myself a car.
Her goals.
See you later, fakes.
50 concurrent viewers.
All good, bro. GG.
Needs to spend or save up enough money while she's streaming to buy herself a car for whatever future endeavors. She doesn't want to get partnered right now. She knows what she wants. And it's a matter of how she's going to get there.
Request to join. Ryan, all good. I got one more.
There's the difference right there between a streamer that every day knows what she's doing, what her goals are, and it's a matter of how she can obtain them is the difference, right? So, massive difference between somebody that has 4K followers with 18 watching that really doesn't care, it's just blowing into the wind, right? And has no idea, no set goals. A person with 15,000 followers with 35 or 40 watching that literally has set goals, that knows what she should be doing or what she wants. Successful streamer. Streamer really doesn't care, right? And again, here, listen to this response. I want to stream because I want people to play with. Look in her chat.
Another way of getting people to play with is joining streamers' Discord servers. So if you want to join mine, you're more than welcome to.
I want to stream because I want people to play with.
Community, I love to play people.
Let's go see how successful this person is. With that response right there. Let's go see how successful this person's Twitch channel is. I like to stream.
Alright, is anyone that wants to join? Give me.
That's how successful this person's channel is. Nothing in the profile, nothing streamed, nothing done, 0 followers. I like to stream
and a number.
so I can play with people.
France.
Wow. Okay. So, Swing and a miss. 2 out of 3 today. Holy smokes. Listen. Let's get to the brass tacks on that one, right? If your response is, I want to stream just to play with people, you don't have to stream to play with people. You can go into Fortnite, you can go into any game, hit squad fills, and away you go. If you're looking for new friends, it's probably the best way to go. If you're going to sink money into equipment because that's the reason you want to stream, you got an issue. You have to have streamer goals. You have to. Whether you have individual goals, streamer goals, community goals, there has to be a light at that end of the tunnel that you're aiming for, right? And I've made it clear that I'm not going for partner on Twitch. It's not even in consideration right now as we're feeling out other platforms like YouTube and doing different content as well, right? So, again, you have to know what you want, what you don't want. Goals need to be outlined very clearly on what you want. If your goal, again, is you're telling me, I just want a great, safe, super duper community. Well, anybody can have that. Anybody can say that. But what rules are you going to have for your community? Is it based around your personality? Is it based around, like, what is your community based around? What is your brand based around? There's 50 different things that you could base I want a fun community around. Well, is the fun community, is it plus 18? Is it toxic as crap? Is it Action Man style? Is it, family friendly 100%? Is it down the middle? Like, you have so many things you need to decide about your stream. And you should at least be like what Pitsy said. I want this, this, and this. So my goals this year were very clear. I wanted 3,000 followers by December. I wanted 25 concurrent viewers because I want to run a 1% rate as far as it goes. And you know that you're doing pretty good streaming if you're running 1% rate, which is actually 30 concurrent, which we're doing more than that. I wanted my 3,000 followers on TikTok to work hard for that. I wanted to double up on YouTube, which we went from 120 to 369. We tripled up already. These are for by December. And I had my specific stream goals and social goals already done in May. So I'm way ahead of the curve and I'm already setting my next goal. So my social medias have already been hit other than my Twitter, which was 1,000 followers. So I'm going to work a little harder on Twitter. I also have simple goals like make better thumbnails, how to use programs better, etc., etc. You should have goals in every different aspect of streaming. You know what I mean? Whether it's working better with the admin team, better communication, what nights can we do that are different, and like content changing. There's literally lists for every specific thing you should do. If I go into a streamer that's got 4,000 followers and I ask, what are your goals? Well, gee, I don't know. You don't know what your goals are as a streamer? I guess it's just here to have fun. Why are you in a stream team? Why'd you put so much work into your stream? Why'd you put so much work into your profile? Why do all this if you're just here for fun? Again, you play games that you want to play for fun. Streaming isn't always going to be fun. If you want to grow, it can't always be super duper fun. And I'm just here for the good times. That's not reality of streaming. It's work, and it's grinding, and learning, and researching, and, right? So there's a big difference, right? Let's go into this, right? I have no idea. Let's go into this one this time. So we'll go into another streamer that I have no idea who they are. And I'll just say good morning. We'll meet them, and then we'll ask their opinion. So again, you've seen the difference, again, between somebody that I have no idea about.
I was dead broke.
And this one.
Why I had to let it go. You don't listen to music while you play?
So let's see if we can get an answer out of this guy.
It feels so awkward and weird. I haven't used it.
Let's see if we can even get a high first.
Maybe, who knows?
Make sure you have enough mats.
So he has 4.6K with only 18 watching. So instead of running 1%, he's running 0.03.
The games are going amazing. Thank you for asking. How are you today? Welcome to the stream.
Okay, so now that he's engaged, let's see what his answer is. Now that he's engaged, let's see what his answer is. He should know at 5K, he should have specific goals. Now that we've engaged, let's see his answer. Because this will catch people off guard, what we're doing. But if you know what your goals are, and you're focused on what you're doing in your content, you can answer that on a whim like Pitsy did. Or just like I can.
I mean, they're just going to stay there. We can push
Because my goal definitely this year is for 6 months big events, 6 months dailies. The content has been kicked up,
Yeah,
right?
they're in the car right here. I see the vehicle.
So he's either going to read that and skip over it,
One of these trees right here.
or he's going to know in his head and answer that quickly.
Oh my god, that was perfect.
And the back is cracked.
So we'll see after he's done fighting if he reads this and answer it quick. What up, little guy? Because this is a very easy question to streamers that know what they're doing, right? And so the first one really failed. The second one failed. Pitsy was bang on. This one we got to engage, but he hasn't answered it. So we'll see after he's done the fight if he actually is going to answer this question.
Little loser.
The chances are is he'll just say numbers. My goal is just to hit 5,000. Nobody... The only person I swear to God that we're going to get out of is just content creation by Pitsy and her goals, buy the car, didn't want partnership. Like, there was only one streamer. So we'll see after he's done the fight if this guy can answer. So we're going to do streamers that I just meet, like this one, and streamers that I know, and watch the difference between the answers. Watch the difference. Because there's streamers that are 15 concurrent and streamers 40 concurrent, and listen to the difference. Listen to the difference of the answers. So the one with 18 concurrent, that was a big streamer, had the crappiest answers, and the one with 40 concurrent was able to answer that in 2 seconds. The question. So I'm going to see now that he's done fighting. Once he's done fighting, I want to see what the 17 concurrent is going to literally tell us about it. What are your streaming goals? Because I say it's always cool to hear everyone's responses. So he's avoided it.
Hit the meat and then...
This guy's completely avoided it so far. So he read the early good morning, how's the games today, but has completely avoided answering such a simple question of what are your streaming goals. And he's purposely skipped over it. Purposely.
Oh, this team is
Purposely.
I'm healing up. There's people in Northeast, careful.
So, again, there's a reason why he has almost 5K followers and 17 concurrent viewers. It's only gameplay. He's not a professional. He doesn't belong to an org. Doesn't belong to a stream team. And there's no way he can answer that question. No way. So, 2 people that I don't even know that have this amount of follows and this amount of viewers. It's a big problem. Big problem because their content is down here, their thought process is down here, their goals are down here. And they're supposed to be up here. Big difference. When you have 40, 50 concurrent viewers, their thought and their content and their processes are up here where their channel's supposed to be. Right? So you can see the difference already between the first 2 we visited with really crappy answers, had no idea. Pitsy that knew what she was doing, and it's on her mind. She's thinking about content, community, what to do, deep. You go to this guy, avoided it. Avoided it. And again, 5K, 15 concurrent. Big difference. So again, let's maybe I can find well, there's some people I know that literally I follow that wouldn't even answer that. Okay, so this doesn't even make sense. Like, Muse has 17 viewers watching, and he's a big streamer. Maybe he just started. Okay, so let's go to this guy. Beer Time, 41 viewers. He should obviously know what his stream goals are. Let's check him out quick. 8.4K. Definitely knows what he's doing. Spent the time on his profile. Everything's there that should be there. You know what I'm saying? Looks pretty good. Even the layout that he did. I mean, this layout should probably be under here. But ultimately, he's done really good. Is there a lot of involvement? So he's definitely got moderators. He's definitely got huge VIP section. He should know what's going on. So let's go in as the first timer, right?
Oh, that's the scope. That's the
Howdy. We'll just put in, how's the games today? Whatever. I don't know how to spell. So, let's see how he is with first-time viewers. And then let's see if he can answer the simple question.
No more bad guy? We gotta reboot you guys, right? Oh, Lord! Lion, get in the car! Lion, get in the car!
So, no mods have said anything yet. No VIPs have said anything yet.
In this Outlander
whatsoever.
Vehicle. Lion, shoot him!
No welcomes. No nothing. Still waiting on... There's 46 people. And his chat box is not moving. So why is there no engagement? No engagement. He looked at his monitor to read my message and no engagement.
Whoa! Yep. Well, you better have snacks back there, buddy. Might have to eat.
Look at this. Again, how, like, you have a community here
Yeah, this is 0 point. I'm at 0 point. My
with
right
8.4K. Does everything he's supposed to. Has 47 watching and not a single engagement? Anybody? Anybody have an answer for that? You literally have 1, 2, 3, 4 mods. The rest are bots. 6. So you have 10 mods and VIPs. And not one saying a word. 0 movement in a chat box. 0 engagement. Hasn't even said hi to me whatsoever.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Let's ask the question anyways and see if he can read that and answer it.
G9, how you doing? Did I? Lion, move. I got you 6.
Like, there's being involved in a game. This is a public game that he's playing. It's just a public game. Is there a reason to be that insane into it? No. Should you be watching your chat right about now? Yeah? Like, you have 1 person, 2 people talking. And all they're doing is literally typing position. I don't get it. Again, like, to me, there's something that has failed as this community. This community should be 10 times what it is. So he avoided the question completely again. So the streamer literally just, they don't know in their own head. And again, if you can't answer a simple question like that when people come in, what's your streaming goals? I can literally list off 10 of them. I want to learn all my new programs this year. I want to keep researching and learning constantly and upgrading. I want to focus big time on content. I want to be making sure that nothing is stale in my chat. I want to make sure the community is always safe and fun and that they have a say, and especially in the polls that we do on some of the directions we go. I've hit all my goals as far as socials and my streaming goes this year. So now I can really concentrate on what I need to do. And I mean, I can literally sit here and list 10 goals that I have this year, goals that I've completed, goals that I want to complete, things that I want to learn. It's incredibly simple if you really are focused on something, if you really want something. It's easy for you to answer or the truth, right? And so that's 3 streamers that I don't follow. Engagement either sucks, isn't there, they have no idea what they're talking about, and they don't answer questions like that. Because Twitch just seems to be repetitive, right? And people get stuck in those holes. And so twice, myself and the staff have had meetings going, I can feel it. Sometimes I can feel when we get in a bit of a lull, or they can feel when we get in a lull. And then we got to go to the drawing board and go, okay, what are we going to do next to ensure that we keep that steady growth? And that's exactly what we've done. When we made changes in October, we changed a lot on how we did and how we do it and where we're going and what we want to do. And it's just been constant steady, right? So, again, there's so many streamers and reasons why. And listen, these bigger streamers with 300-400 in them, they get stale as crap too. They get stale as crap. Because they literally play the same thing with the same people all day and it gets stale. And you watch their leaderboards get stale, right? That's a big indicator too for people. Their leaderboards will start getting stale as well behind them. Okay, let's go ask Rat. If anything, here's another guy that should know exactly what he's doing, where he wants to go, and what his goals are. If he can't answer, I'm baffled. Pitsy was able to answer right off the hop for us. So I can guarantee you he's going to be engaging. So even when he's playing, and he's incredibly competitive, and his goal is wins just like ships, he's still going to say good morning. He'll still engage, still say what's up, how's your day going? And I bet you he'll be able to answer my question after I do that. So we'll see if he's into it today or he's a little tired. 10 seconds. 10 seconds into it. What's up, Bomber? Do you see? 10 seconds. Let's ask him. Now let's get him to answer this question.
That's just part of the game. What are your streaming goals? Always cool to hear everyone's responses. Well, as a full-time streamer, I mean, it would be an amazing goal to hit partner.
Wow.
I fried one too. Really bad.
Wait.
We have a
Wait,
car.
we're getting pulled up on screen.
Hold on. He's like.
So I don't know if he gets asked that a lot.
Yeah, one of my main goals as a full-time streamer would definitely be to get get partner and keep growing this amazing community that's still growing. We just hit 9K followers today. That was huge. Yeah, man.
Okay, so he's got 2 goals.
Double digits is gonna be crazy.
So there's 3 goals. So his goal is double digits, so he wants to hit 10K. His focus, number one focus, is partner on Twitch.
You gotta be close.
Keep growing this amazing community.
Yeah, we're close. We're like
That goes hand in hand with just about anybody and what they want to do.
11, 12
Right?
people per day away from partners. So like if we have another like 12 to 13 people watching us every day, tabbed up, keeping the stream up, yeah. We're close.
Okay, so he's focused on that goal. Focused on partnered.
Thank you for the follow. What's up, Derek?
He knows how many he's away. He's hoping that people are going to keep him tabbed for that extra little push. But still, here's the biggest problem.
Yeah, we're close. We're like, oh, there's kids on the roof.
Is they do the exact same content every single day. So he's a grinder. It's purely for wins, setting records, being in the top 10 with ship, etc. So for streams like this, it's incredibly hard. You know, you're only targeting specific. You're only targeting a specific crowd, and so when you're only targeting a specific crowd, which we've learned, can really make it hard. It can really get that grind, you know. It makes it incredibly difficult when you're kind of that one-hit wonder. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, for us, this is a big learning experience that I've had personally. And so when we started changing everything up, again in October because I was learning. So last summer was the biggest kick for me. And I started to really learn. I think I'd taken a month or two off with my eyes. And I had really just kind of clued in. What have I been doing so wrong on why we're not doing what we were doing on Mixer? And so when we sit back, like I said, there was one or two things with staff that needed to change. There was, one or two games that needed to change. Content needed to change. We needed to go to our strong suits on what I'm good at or what we're good at, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And when you kind of make those content changes, then you're going to start to see stream changes. Do you know what I'm saying? So, again, I got the right people around me with the right demeanor, making a great team. Starting at the base, we had to make the change. The events that we started in November and ran, to May, my goal was to have 6 to 8 months of pre-made, really cool events that we knew already was good content and we could grow each year on that content. And then to have 4 to 6 months of daily content that I knew would be keeping up with whatever the trends are or us getting ahead of them, reinvigorating or reinventing some of the nights that should be reinvented, and just bringing a fun factor and the Giver 90 factor and how our attitude is towards different games. So really, we've revamped everything. So I find that the biggest thing is that there's this lull at Twitch, right? So if you can make it to the 30 marker, it's always exciting until you make it to like that 30 marker. So between, say, 30 and 200 or 30 and 300, there's this lull. There's a big lull, right? And there's so many streamers, though, that try and keep doing what they think or hope is working just to hold those numbers. And for me, that's not satisfying, and it doesn't make sense. So for me, I would rather constantly be making different content for different people, different strokes for different folks, things that are fun that I enjoy as well. And again, just putting our flair on everything. So again, you're constantly seeing that every game night that we have is different on Twitch. Every game night. These are things that I enjoy. These are going to be game nights. You know what I mean? So we'll have our fun nights like marbles or squads, or admins versus. And then, we cater again to some of the competitive players, and again, you need to find a fine balance of your goals. So for me, I'm very community based. And I find that I enjoy different things in the game. And so if we can offer different things in the game and I enjoy playing them, you're going to always get people that enjoy different aspects of the game and what they like to do. So again, my focus this year has been big time on content after I've already hit all my goals. And I'm succeeding in that. So again, we looked on when we were stuck at the 20, what we could do. Again, we looked at 30. Oh my God, okay, why are we stuck? And what do we need to do? So again, now that we're averaging 40, we're in that 40 marker to 50 marker range now. We're hitting, highs of 60, 70, 80. Now we need to, again, get these game nights going and going. So once these game nights, because we're only 2 weeks into this plan, you know what I mean? So once we build these for a month or two and they really become successful, then I can go, what are we going to add in next, right? Just because we have some successful nights doesn't mean that we run them for the next 6 months. Do you know what I'm saying? Because eventually stuff comes stagnant. So if we go to some of the big streamers on here, it's the exact same content, right? And the exact same numbers. So Swearin owns his own stream group, but he runs the exact same numbers every day. Every day, all day, he runs the exact same numbers. And so all of his content is, for Swearing, is just him playing solos, but he does have the boomer tournaments. So that's the only thing that really gives him that upper echelon, is he's found something that he can lock his name to, and especially the boomer tournaments on Twitch, right? The thing is a lot of these other content creators haven't locked their name into anything. And so we've locked our name into not just giveaways, but the events in which we do them from November to May 1st is pretty fun and crazy. And a lot of people haven't experienced those. And when they do this year, they're going to love them. They're going to love them. It's totally engaging. Nobody else does that on Twitch, especially how we do it. The whole Bomber Cave becomes encased in what we're doing. And it's a ton of fun, right? Just like now, I've always said I like the admin personalities come out. I like them to be involved. And we're having a night that everyone enjoys, right? So, again, I know all of my goals that I want to accomplish this year, whether it's daily, monthly, or yearly. And so far, we've only found the 2 people that are averaging over 30 were the ones that were able to tell you what their main goals were and what they're doing. Pitsy gave 3, Raptor gave 2. The ones that were sitting at 15 and 17 with 5,000 followers had no idea. Or they avoided it, or just flopped. So again, big difference between... Let's go check out this one. So I'm not a big fan of these titles. 50 gifted subs will make my day. I'm not a big fan of titles like that. But again, this is what hits me like a freight train. How do you have 189,000 followers and 32 watching? 189,000 followers with a sub count of 917. And yet you have 30 people watching. What happened? Where's the content?
Hold on.
Where's the content?
Weird.
And this automatically has follower chat on. I can't do it. I can't do it. If you automatically have a follower chat on, see again, there's something that's gone seriously wrong and sideways with the channel. If you have 189,000 followers, if you take 10%, that's 18,900, and 1% is 1,890. So if you're a 1% streamer, she should have 1,900 people watching. She has 30. How come a streamer with 3,000 followers like myself is averaging 40 above the 1%, and you're below me at the numbers are... So if I was that streamer, I'd be wondering what happened. What happened? What fell apart? Right? Or what they're doing. It's the exact same content all day. Are they just following her because it says Bliss, they got some random picture? Please gift me. That's only going to go so far. Right? So again, okay, let's go visit another random person. 15 people watching. Oh, we did this guy the other day. He had no idea what he was answering. And this was just engagement. So all those types do is chase numbers, content, and community is on. Yes, true. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so again, today I'm just showing, the streamers that know what they're doing with those goal setting and where they need to be. And then streamers that are really failing hard, stuck in their rut, same content, can't even answer a single question, right? And so, you need to be able to answer this kind of stuff, right? So again, we'll just... We'll pick anybody out of the blue that I have no idea. We died to him the other day. Zemi, we died to him the other day, the pro. Let's randomly go into this one. Okay, 2.7K. She's part of a stream team. She's done her profile. She should know what she's doing if she's sitting here already with sponsors, even though, you know, they might not make money off of it. Let's just engage and see if this person knows where they want to go, what they want to do. So let's see if she's going to engage. So it says there's 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bots. So she's got 7 mods. 7 mods and 10 VIPs. So there's 17 people that should be engaging with chat, should be welcoming, should be saying hello to a brand new chatter. There's one. There we go. You finally got a mod that says welcome in. So she's not if she's in a fight, the moderators are already engaging to make it feel like I'm there. So automatic bonus before I even get to asking. So she hasn't acknowledged. So okay, now she did. So there we go. So you have mods doing exactly what they would do with the community. She's welcomed us in. Now let's see if she'll answer the question. Let's see if she's focused on streaming and what she needs to do, or just here for fun. Chat should be rolling. A lot of chats don't.
What are your streaming goals? Honestly, my streaming goal is just to have a place where everyone feels that they can...
BAM! BAM! Did I not say that? That is the worst response ever out of a streamer. There, bam, there's the number one thing that I told you people would say. I just want a fun and safe community where everyone can come in and just play. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. That is not why you stream. That is not zip zero. That is not why you stream. That is not a goal. It's not. It's not. Because you tell me how Ninja and Action Man and all those people that have such toxic chats are having 10,000 people in there. If you have this perfectly safe little cocoon for everybody, why don't you have 5,000 people? That's not why you stream. Wrong answer. Wrong all day. And I told you at the beginning of this particular stream, if you go back, I want to know how many people will answer that question with that answer. If my goal is to purely create a safe environment for every single person that rolls through this little tiny cocoon, then I would be your dad. That is for my family. This is streaming. This is content creation. This is so many different things. So there's a streamer that is stuck, will continue to be stuck, and has the wrong mindset to streaming. 100%. There's no content creation. There's no goal set whatsoever. She wants to be everybody's best friend in the whole wide world, and you can't. You cannot be that person pleasing all the time to everybody. You have to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it. As a streamer, you have to bring the content to the people. It's not the people that come to your channel that make the content. You need to have guidance, and then they come along, and that's where you get the content from. But again, if your whole goal is to sit there and just go, well, there's only 2 people talking in chat, is to go, I just want to create this great little safe community. Great. And that's what it's going to stay being. That's exactly what it is going to stay being. It's a great little tiny community where its growth is crappy. And that is harsh, That is harsh. You know what? Let me see if I can show you guys this. I can literally show you numbers that are true. It's crazy. Crazy. So, I can literally show you guys this, and this is just from 2 hours streaming. It doesn't give any numbers. It doesn't give, anything whatsoever. But I can literally show you guys my screen just from last night alone with interaction. And we'll look at the difference between interaction in a 2 hour stream compared to that community. I ran 2 hours and 21 minutes. I averaged 41 people with 57 as a high just in 2 hours. 207 unique viewers and 103 unique chatters. So when you come into my Twitch, I have over 100 people rolling through. 100 unique people. Chat, 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 chat. I think you're a great guy, but you're not my dad. Exactly. But look at my numbers on a 2 hour stream. That's a 2 hour stream. How many chats do you go into that have 30 or 40 people where there's 2 people chatting? I have 103. 103. That's the engagement in which we've created and the community in which we built around it. It's the engagement that you want. In 2 hours, plus the VOD, you're over 500 views. We just gained 30 followers alone last night. The growth is crazy. You know what I mean? And so we've taken hours from 25 and current to 30. And so now that we're pushing 40 and 50 and 60, your averages start to come up. So we'll hit 37, 38. We're going to end up hitting a 40 as an average. So again, the interaction on which you want on your channel. Do you know what I'm saying? So literally, what we've done in the last 7 months has, our scale just keeps doing this. And so you've got to recognize with your channel that that's the worst thing. That's the worst answer. That is a lost streamer that doesn't have any ambitions, goals, drive, anything. And that can only get you so far as a streamer. Being every single person's friend is not why you're here. If you want to create a great environment, then that's how your mods and VIPs and everybody else that surrounds that community, they form that. We just give them the basis of what we would like. People can still come in and have fun and say different things or how their day was and everything in our chat. If you're coming in being a complete moron, get out, right? And we've just made that the basis. So you can still have fun and say things that you want to say, but there's always boundaries that you need to set as a person, as a friend, anything in your life. And I'm learning that every day from my PTSD person. And if you don't have boundaries, then it's endless. You end up with this massive toxic thing. But you cannot set a boundary of cocooning all these people that come through. I just want the best little safest, homest, oh my God, lovey. That will not work. That is not how the world works. And again, it's a dose of reality. Because even if you're the nicest streamer, and that's how you are, there's going to be a lot of people that come through that are going to say the nastiest things they can to you. Racially, sexually, money-oriented, anything behind it. And every streamer goes through this. Every single streamer goes through this. And you have to realize, if that is your primary goal, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Everybody does that in their life. I did it all the time. I literally have set myself up so many times for disappointment over my life. It's ridiculous. And so any streamers that have that answer that we just heard, you are setting yourself up for a world of hurt and a world of disappointment. Let's go, Don. Get him, buddy. Suck it up. Suck it up. Take those. Take the shots. So I literally said this at the beginning of this stream. That's the worst. The absolute worst that you could ever say. That's not a goal. That is not a goal. So when I ask you what your streaming goals are, I just want to create a great and safe, super duper place. That's not a goal. That's not a goal. You're just creating a little cocoon around you with the people that you want around you, and you're just streaming. That's why you're literally stuck on, you get some follows, but you don't have anybody engaging. Right? So again, that's like your big, if you were having a list on your wall, I would slap that as top 5. But up text, I would slap it as top 5 on what not to do. That is not a goal. That's just something that you would like to have in your stream. You know what I mean? That's it. That is not a streamer goal. You have to have drive. You have to have goals. You have to set things that are obtainable. And. You cannot say that. Again, so that's... We've gone into 2 streamers that I follow where their mindsets and their numbers reflect their mindsets of streaming, business, drive, goals, what they want to do, and how to build it. And so that's exactly what changed our channel 7 months ago. Is I changed my mindset, I changed the goals, I changed the people around me. We reinvigorated, we researched, we did everything we could, brought our strongest content to the forefront of everything that we do, and boom, the numbers have gone, literally, we've quadrupled. And I can literally show you every day like I did, that we did a 2-hour and 20-minute stream with 500 views, 103 unique chatters, 200 or 300 unique viewers. That's constantly different, evolving, organic growth. And that's the difference between a smaller stream like us that has 3K, but are running 40s and 50s. It's organic growth and you're doing what you should. Or streamers that we dropped into with 189,000 followers with 15. Their content's stale. They don't engage. They don't even have a webcam. They don't care. Whatever their goals are, there's none. There's none. So we've gone into 4 or 5 different streamers that I don't know, and they failed miserably on their answers because their mind just is not goal-oriented. They're not into what they should be into streaming. The 2 people that I actually follow, where their mind is focused more on streaming, one of their answers wasn't the best. I mean, maybe we caught them off guard, but Pitsy's definitely was, right? So again, what's the difference between 15 concurrent and 40 concurrent? There's a lot. There's a big difference, mindset-wise, and how you do things. There's a big difference on why the numbers are the way they are, right? So let's pick another random streamer that I have no idea about. And I swear to God, if I hear that again, I just want to create a great, safe community. You need more than that. You need more than that, and that's not a goal. That's not a goal. So, if I said I want to create a great, super, safe place where I live, well, that's not a goal. I'll just go buy a fence. Done. Do you know what I mean? That's not a goal. That's not an aspiration. That's nothing. That's just, I'll go buy a fence. Done. That's something that makes you feel better. So that streamer, definitely needs to go back to the drawing board, right? So let's go pick a random streamer like this. Holy crap, that's loud as crap, right? Okay, so let's go see what he's doing. 2.8K followers, so 1% should be 28 he should have 28 concurrent viewers. He's got 15. Canadian variety streamer here to provide community positive and entertainment. Everybody else says that. There's nothing unique about that whatsoever. There's nothing unique about it. Right? So, let's do this. Yada da 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 dee dee dee. Okay. Where in my description do you see I want to create a great, safe, and little cocoon for everybody? I'm Twitch giveaway king. Canadian stud, it always brings his A game. So first of all, you know I do giveaways. You know I'm a Canadian nut house from up north. You know my background. I'm an ex-Halo semi-pro, which I have lots of proof for that. I'm an old school gamer. I'm a boomer. I'm old. And a community man, which you all know I play with everybody. Giver 90 is a lifestyle. I've literally told you 5 things about me in my description and nothing about goals. The whole point of an About Me section is about you. I don't think I need to repeat that to people. It's about you. A variety streamer here to provide community, positivity, and entertainment. What does that say about you? Nothing. Nothing. I don't know a damn thing about you. You said community, positivity, and entertainment. That's every single person's goal as a streamer. Who are you? Who the hell are you? I have no idea. It's an About Me section. So make it about you. That's exactly what I do. There's nothing about community or anything else. About Me section. That's the first thing people will click on and go, yep, 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 that's who they are, sure. Again, there's simple little things that people miss. And streamers, please, please put this on your list. Do not run the same title every single stream. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's people that run the same titles every stream with giveaways, whatever in their title, and they don't do them. And it ruins their channel. I feel like just giving them a whack sometimes. Stop it. Stop it. Right? Like even my home screen is about me. This is the first thing people see. The About Me section. This is me on my computer. This is where I'm at home. This is me as a streamer. This is where you can find me. This is what we do, and this is who I am. Like, that's the first thing before you even get to your profile. And you should make it easy for everyone to click on everything that you have. Even sound alerts we list. Because if you just go on to the sound alert thing that should be here, you can click, 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 and it's kind of annoying. I list them right there for you. This is what you want to play. There it is. Go find it. You know? But why not use the same name? Why would you use the same stream title every single time, little guy? Is that your content? If you're using the same stream title every single time, that's boring. That means that you're playing the same thing every single day on your channel? That's insane. There's nothing there for anybody to click on that. If you go giveaway plus playing with viewers every single day, that's incredibly boring. It's not intriguing to anybody whatsoever. And is that what you're doing every day? Are you just playing squads? Are you doing a giveaway every day? Or is there something else to it that we don't know? Do you know what I'm saying? If you're literally using the same name every day and you don't follow through with what you're doing, people they'll literally question you. They'll come in and go, giveaway question mark, giveaway question mark. You need to be specific on what you're doing. Literally, last night's stream, this is what we're doing. 1,000 V-Buck, do your worst Wednesdays. That's exactly what we're doing that night. Yeah, but little guy, if you put in, you're doing Fortnite Battle Royale, that's what the tags are for. No, little guy, this is what you use Twitch tags for. You don't need to put Fortnite Battle Royale in your title. You're literally playing Fortnite, which shows up on your stream, and use the tags. You can literally use the tags, playing with gamers, do. That's what that's for. If you put in your title, I'm just playing Fortnite Battle Royale, what is that? There's nothing that entices anybody to be there more. You're not telling them what you're doing. You're not being specific. You're not able to promote anything at all about that night. You're just like, I'm just playing Fortnite. Do you know what I'm saying? So to have the same title every time is kind of crazy, right? It's destructive. It's not going to help you. Ninja doesn't have the same title every day. Blue-haired gamer at OG Setup plays Fortnite. All it is it's a random title that people go, oh, okay, that's fun. Let's go check out the blue-haired gamer. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, literally. They're doing what they're supposed to be. She's actually in a hot tub, which she is. New merch, he's actually getting rid of it live today. Boomer month begins. He's literally telling people what he's doing next in his channel. You know what I mean? Every single streamer, you know what I mean? 69, 0 bill chance. You have to be specific on what you're doing. And if you're not specific on what you're doing, people are lost. They're lost. So again, this guy right now should be running 28 concurrent. Is he running monthly? So here's one of the biggest mistakes that I tell people. Here's one of the biggest mistakes. If you're going to have a leaderboard, if I come in here and I check your leaderboard and I want to give to you, I have to give him a minimum of $40 to get on his leaderboard. So if I was to donate and say, I just wanted to see my name and feel special, I want people to see that I donated to the streamer. How are they ever going to see me? It means I have to donate $50 to get on his board. Or I have to at least donate 20 subs to get on his board. You're literally already telling people, well, you know, it's a mindset. I don't have enough money for 20 gifted, and nobody's ever going to see me, so there's always mindsets to everything that you do on this. You know what I'm saying? So let's go see how many mods and interactions. So he's actually at 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 mods with the bots and 5. So there's a total of 9 VIPs and moderators that should be in the chat and saying something when I engage as a first timer. So I'm just going to say, hey, how's the games today? So if the streamer doesn't engage, your moderators, at least 1 or 2 should be engaging, and a VIP or 2 should be engaging. They're VIPs for a reason. They're there for the community. They're there to meet new people, welcome them in, have a great time, show that they love it, etc., etc. Okay, so he engaged within 15 seconds. Already, that's good. Let's see if he can answer this question. So he's already engaging. None of his mods, none of the VIPs have engaged, but the streamer engaged. So we'll see after this fight, or when he has a second, if he can actually answer that question. What are your streaming goals? I don't know why his stream is zoning in. So either A, he's not going to know. B, he's going to avoid the question. We're going to see. If you look at his numbers and how they kind of look at things, he's not analyzing his channel. He's not looking back over his content or what he can do better. I can tell you that right now. And we'll see if he skips this question because it's too much or he doesn't even think about it. I'm going to think he's going to skip that question. I can't see this guy and his personality right here being the type that literally goes, I want to make a better, safer community. He doesn't have that kind of demeanor to him. But do I think he's going to answer the question? Probably not. I think he's going to skip it. You know what I mean?
I still see them way back there, Fox. I don't know. They're running. They got their buddy's car. They're gone.
So we'll see, right? We'll see if he answers. So he's not engaged with anybody. He's seeing and reading chat.
Alright, yeah, I'm down. I'm not gonna get it. You know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna rip to you, Fox. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna rip
So he's seen it and he's read it, but he's avoiding it. Because it's extremely easy to answer if you're goal-oriented and you know what's going on with your stream, where you should be going, what you're doing, etc. You're always cognizant of what you should be doing or what's going on or adjusting during the stream to things that happen. You have to be kind of volatile. Whether you lose your mind and you're smashing a wall, punching a punching bag, laughing your head off, or crying on stream, you're always able to adjust to what the situation is. And if you can't, your mods and VIPs and the rest will. Do you know what I'm saying? That's when the community-based really comes into play. So he's completely avoided the question. And that'll, because I could literally tell you right off the hop that he doesn't focus on that. It's not a big goal. He's not goal-oriented. He's not a numbers guy. He hasn't bothered to look back on his content or his channel or what he should be doing. So you can really see that there's no engagement in his chat whatsoever. There's one person talking in his chat. He's running 0.05%. He skipped it. He just answered, I see you're open for another player. Yeah, of course, you could play after this. He totally skipped the question because he has no idea. He has no idea. So again, it's incredibly obvious when you go into streamers on when they jump past really simple questions. Are they really there to stream? Are they really there goal-oriented? Are they really there to grow and concentrate? So again, you have to make the decision as a streamer and as a person. Is this something you really want? Is this something you can see yourself doing? And is it something that you're passionate about enough to put in enough time, energy, learning, research, everything that you have into it? Because if you can't answer that question, yes, and then follow through with it, then stop. Either stop streaming or make it so that you don't care about a damn thing and you just turn on your stream and go. You don't read chat, you don't care, you don't do any of that. And that's just, again, the bottom line. And any streamer that is literally focusing on doing what they should be doing will literally tell you the same thing. You have to have goals. You have to. You have to know where you're going, what you're doing. You have to be researching constantly on the go. Constantly. And so for me, again, even though I'm a numbers-based guy, and you look at your numbers every day, you don't stress over them. You use them as a learning tool on what you can do, what worked, what didn't work. Just go through your content. Just go through your head. That's all you got to do is just, what happened tonight, what should have happened, what didn't happen, what could happen, etc. And move on. But don't sit there all day and tell me, like that last girl, I just want a fun community, just safe. Then you shouldn't be in a stream team. Why did you join a stream team if that's all you want to do? Doesn't make sense. Are you hoping the stream team's going to carry you to whatever super duper goal you want them to be? No, not at all. Right? And unfortunately, people don't like the side of things that, are reality and kind of kicks them, where they don't like to be kicked. But it's just a fact when it comes to this stuff. And again, this is stuff I've had to learn and experience. I've been kicked 10 times. I've screwed myself over. We've made bad decisions, or, this is all the stuff that we've been through that I've been learning as we go. You know what I mean? In my bio, I've even said Twitch is not my be-all and end-all, but as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking I need to invest in Twitch more. Someone told her that's what she needed to do. What do you mean? Somebody told her what she needed to do. What do you mean? What do you mean somebody told her that's what she needed to do? Just turn on a camera and have fun? Are you talking about the girl that answered that? I just want a fun, safe community. Which girl? Which are you talking about? But little guy, again, it's up to you on where you want to put your energy. So do you want to put your energy on social platforms? Do you want to put your energy into streaming? You've got to have goals. And the numbers thing, again, is join the stream team. Someone told her that's what she needed to do, is join a stream team. I hope not. I hope not. I said this the other day on YouTube. It takes a much stronger person to stand on your own too and learn how to do everything. Take the risks. Take the lumps and bumps as you go. A stream team, again, it's a pyramid side of it. Unless you find a stream team that really values you and what you bring to the team, then they're going to give you that value back. If somebody says just join a stream team the whole time, it's going to hurt. She could do a ton of followers by joining the stream team. That's not at all, you know. Again, no, Pistol. No. Okay, so Pistol, you can go ahead and have as many followers as you want. But at the end of the day, all that matters is concurrent viewers and who's there, right? I have 3,000 followers. I have 40 to 60 people that are there and enjoying what's going on. That girl earlier had 189,000 with 15 people. So do follows matter at the end of the day? Nope. Nope. Is get my base started on Twitch and then branch out onto other platforms. So little guy, don't even wait for that. Don't even wait for that. So little guy, you're almost doing it backwards. So Twitch streamers use all the other platforms to bring them to Twitch. So you have to decide where your home base is going to be, and the rest of the socials bring them there. That's the whole point of this game. So you don't wait to get a Twitch following to do your other bases. This is something that we've learned along the way, is you need to be covering all those other bases to help grow your Twitch. It's not grow your Twitch and then branch out. You need the branches to feed the tree. So if the tree is your Twitch and that's where you're staying, the branches need the water and the leaves. They bring it to the tree, right? So the tree can survive. The tree can't survive at Twitch without the branches. Do you know what I'm saying? It just becomes a dead tree with nothing. So you need to already be branching out. Yeah. So again, if your tree is Twitch, get all those branches going at everywhere. And you'll bring people to the tree. You'll feed the tree. That is something that we had to learn the rough way. We thought that we could grow on Twitch like we did on Mixer, and I was wrong. I was wrong. Exactly. I always say I don't care what the numbers say. It's just the people in the chat. Exactly, Pistol. It's about the engagement. It's about the people that want to be there. And that's what it's about. That's what makes the community. That's what makes it. It's the fun. It's the engagement. It's the content. It's what you bring to the game. It's how they can talk and interact with you. They want to be there. They feel like they belong, etc., etc., etc. Right? But again, it's very easy for me as my personality to say when I've learned something, I've researched the crap out of it, if I've done something wrong. And little guy, in this instance, we grew Mixer to 7,500 in a year with no socials. And I thought when we came over to Twitch, we could do the same thing. Wrong. I was wrong. And it didn't work. And the first year was horrible. Horrible. We were growing off of what we thought we could do off of Mixer. I was trying to do different things, different nights. The team wasn't working. The stuff was not. It was not the same entity as Mixer. And I should never have looked at Twitch and Mixer in the same light at all. I was absolutely wrong. And that's one thing that I've learned, that, you know, if Twitch is where your tree is and where your home is and where you want to stay, the branches should be already going. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of these. You should have at least 5 major socials that you're constantly going on. Because those branches, again, is what feeds the tree. And if you don't have branches and water and leaves collecting and feeding that tree, it's going to die. And so if you think that having one little mini branch here at Twitch is going to get you enough people to, you know, bloom, and it's not. It's not. You need to have content and lots of other things. It's kind of like businesses. If you just had a business on the main street of where you live and just a sign saying shoes, how many people are going to come in? None. How many people are going to know you're there? Maybe 1 or 2 when they pass by or pass through. You're on their recommended. They don't know you. So they advertise. They advertise on the radio. They'll advertise on signs on the highway. They'll make sure that they do giveaways. You know, anything that a business can do to branch out and get to as many people as possible. And that's what you need to do with your channel. And that's what we learned the hard way. And so when I engaged that, again, when we made the changes in October with staffing, how we're doing things, what I need to do better, there was so much research that I sat back for a month, like I said, or 2 months. And I literally am like, oh my God, look what I'm doing wrong. I literally sat back and went, holy shit, I've been doing this wrong. I literally turned it around. The team was perfect that's around me. They've helped us. They've grown. We know what we got to do. And boom. We literally tripled in size. We've quadrupled our numbers with everything as far as concurrence. Our socials have bloomed. And so once you have everything around the branches feeding the tree and the tree gets bigger, your branches are going to get bigger, right, little guy? They're no longer twigs. You're going to have big branches. So your YouTube's going to grow. Your TikTok's going to grow. Your branches are going to grow, which makes the tree grow, right? All it is a cascading effect. It's cascading. And so that's exactly when I started to focus on some of the socials. You know, TikTok in 6 months? Not even. TikTok in 6 months were 3,000 followers when I focused on it. You know, I made sure that we started focusing on YouTube. I want to double in size. I've tripled in size in a month. In a month, when we focus on it, right? Twitter, my next goal is, again, it's 1,000. But again, I want interaction with what I'm doing. So I'll either run polls or giveaways. Every day I tell them what we're doing on Twitch. So again, I'm pulling from Twitter and bringing into Twitch. It does. It makes a lot of sense. But again, I had to learn the hard way. And I literally, you know, I've had to feel the growing pains like everybody else has. But if I can literally stop people from making the same mistake that I did, it doesn't take away from me. It's not like you guys are not going to stop showing up to our channel. You know what I'm saying? This isn't, people don't do this because they perceive it as like a threat, right? And so you guys, even if I told you, you know, I give you a different aspect or some way to look at things, again, it's up to you guys to do whatever you want. It's your content, right? All I can do is try and share some of our learning experiences or hardships that we went through, to maybe give you a bump start on what you should do. You know, that a lot of streamers, not just me, yeah, hashtag unfollow bomber, but a lot of people take that as a threat, little guy. Do you know what I'm saying? If I tell somebody my little secret, you know, then they're going to go do that and they're never coming back. Well, that's not, you know, that's why so many streamers, you know, they need to, again, networking only takes you so far, you know what I mean? Don't kill me with a shotgun to the face. So I really think that different things, again, that I said earlier, different strokes for different folks, different things work for different people. And so all I can do is tell people where we've failed, where we've changed, the positivity, the growth, the learning, etc. Again, if that person was told to join a stream team because they'll get a bunch of follows, doesn't mean they're going to get any support whatsoever. Doesn't mean that they're going to come in and, you know, help them out. I've been approached by multiple, you know, and Pistol, we went through this last YouTube, right? I've been approached by multiple people and they just go, yeah, come on in. We're just going to be a big fan. I've never been rated by them. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 out of their whole stream groups. Each one come in, say hi. Never been invited to any of their stuff. They're running smaller numbers than I am. Like, and it doesn't even make sense. Have you gotten to know any of what we do? Anybody in my community? Do you engage in my chat? Do you message me on Discord? Do you ask how my day is? No. So again, it's hard because it's a pyramid effect. You want to join and you want to engage into some of these stream groups with the hope and the prospects of being into that community, and they're going to join yours. That's the whole point, right? Every relationship, like we talked about before, is give and take. But unfortunately, with a lot of stream teams, they take, and they don't give back to the bottoms, right? It's that pyramid. The top sits pretty, and the bottom doesn't. The bottom doesn't, and it's kind of like this false narrative of, you know, we can give you the world, and they don't. They don't give you anything, right? So. There's some stream teams that go, you have to raid out once a week or twice a week to the people in your stream team, and you got to do, and you know, it becomes a vicious circle of, you know, so people would stop showing up. Yeah. Yeah. So this is just the reality side of streaming, right? How did the cleavage tops work out for your success? I've seen those help with women streamer numbers, but I just can't. Not exactly the community I'm looking for. So tell me, how did the cleavage tops work out for their success? I mean, it's pretty basic, right? It's again, you know, look at our society that we're in now, Pistol, right? It's changed a lot. Look at your age, my age, and now you've got teenagers that their whole life revolves around internet and, you know, sexual acts and pictures and Snapchats, and I mean, so how do you compete with those type of people? That's where you're gonna have to get brainstorming. You know what I mean? That's how you're gonna get brainstorming. There is things, so Pistol, what I would do is there are your particular dynamic. There's literally twins on Twitch, multiple pairs that stream together or have cameras up together. I would say that if you and Ruby are going to be crazy successful, you would have like a co-stream somehow. Do you know what I'm saying? Cleaning out those DMs, yeah. So again, streamers, people don't like hearing this either because it's a touchy subject. But if you're going to go into something wearing something provocative, they'll be like, that doesn't give you an excuse to say what you're supposed to say. And that's absolutely true. That doesn't give people an excuse to say whatever they want to say if somebody's wearing something provocative. And that's very important. But you know it's going to happen. And that's just a fact of life. And the sooner we all wrap our heads around that, or society changes and in a freaking hurry, that's the way it is. Women don't ask for this crap. They don't ask to be harassed. They don't ask to be, you know, have stupid pics sent their way. They don't ask for any of that crap. And nor should any guy just be doing that on a freaking whim. That's not, you know, if that's your personal life, then go do that with with the person down the street, not with the local streamer, for Christ's sakes. They don't want to see that. Women don't ask for that crap. But if you're going to sit there with a thong bikini in a hot tub doing provocative things like licking a microphone, what do you think? You think that one person out of 1,000's not thinking something stupid? They are. And again, every person in the world looks at everything in a different perspective. So what one person thinks not right, there's another person right beside him that goes, ha ha ha. There's no way of stopping anything. I'm not a girl. I don't experience what female streamers experience. So I can't really say too much on the topic because I don't go through what they go through, right? Or there's a lot of racial motivated streamers, against African Americans where they're getting constant racial slurs thrown at them. And it's not right. It's not right at all, right? So I've always spoke out against that. And it's never right for anyone to do that, period. But at the same time, if you're putting yourself in, so you could call the limelight, whether male, female, clothed, not clothed, red, white, blue, black, whatever your racial, ethnic background is, you're putting yourself out there for people to see. And so once you do that, you need to expect backlash from something. So because I'm 42 and I'm old and gray and I'm not a supermodel and I don't sit here and say bet all day, people are literally come in and they constantly say, oh, hey, dad. Oh, you got a big, you know what? Or like, look at the stupid comments I get. And so it's expected. Of course people go too far. Absolutely people go too far. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, no matter who you are, any backgrounds, like I said, sexuality, ethnic-wise, nobody ever asks for anything. Nobody wants to be commented on, put down, harassed, threatened. But please, as a streamer, remember that if you're putting yourself on that platform and you want to grow and you want people to see and, that comes with the limelight. You have to understand that there's going to be some nasty ass people out there that are going to be jerks to you. No matter what you do, how perfect you are, how you try and please people, it doesn't matter. You're always going to have those people out there that are going to trash on you no matter what. And you need to be a strong enough person or have a great enough team like I do around me that just supports that. And so I've chosen for myself that there's things I enjoy. I have a passion for this. It helps me also in my personal life when it comes to a lot of stuff, just to have a different focus or a hobby. There's a lot of reasons why I do this, but I'm not going to sit here and lose sleep at night because some moron comes in and thinks that I'm just a low-life boomer that's playing Fortnite. I'm a 42-year-old Fortnite player and I'm a loser. No, it's a passion. I enjoy it. It's a great community. I could list off 10 positives. I could list off 10 positives on why I stream and play games. I enjoy it. It takes a lot more to frown than it does to smile, right? We all know that. It's just like streaming. It takes a lot of energy to deal with some dumbass that comes in your chat than it does just to have fun and play the game, right? Because you're having fun, you're playing the game, you're into it. Or you could stop and focus 10 minutes on arguing with the person. What do you want to do? So again, you only have so much energy. This is the best thing, the best advice that I've ever been told in my life. And I appreciate the crap out of this doctor for doing it. Because it's changed my life in so many different ways that I literally get, if I had an emotion, I'd be emotional right now. Is she literally said, you only have so much energy per day. And you need to choose where you're going to put it. And so, as a streamer, do we put it into our content and our community and the loving people around us and the fun games, etc.? Or do we worry about that one or two moronic losers that come through that Wolf tells me all the time, don't worry about? They're just complete clowns. Don't give them your time. No. So again, as a streamer, you need to have a little thicker skin. You are putting yourself out there for people to judge, and they're going to make nasty comments or whatever they feel like. And so you really, as a streamer, need to focus on what you want to do, what you're doing, who you're doing it with, etc., rather than the one or two people that are coming through and being negative, assholes, whatever they feel like being that day, because they're just shitty people. And we all know that, right? There's people out there who are just shitty. They just feed off of everyone else's emotions, and they get a kick out of it. They get a rise. It's just like us getting stream sniped by those two kids constantly. They're just trying to get a rise out of me, right? And so we find different ways to get around it, or we just keep banning, or, and we move on. Or I get Bobcat to drop with me in customs, right? So there's always ways that you have to learn to get around these things without absorbing so much of it. And I think everybody has the same problem, right? Is we absorb way too much, and we shouldn't. And I'm absolutely at fault for that. I've absorbed a lot over the years of really bad things, and this is why I see a PTSD specialist every week now, and it's costing me a fortune. Unfortunately, I had the first 30 years of my life was incredibly bad, absolute nightmare, and nobody would ever want that. Nobody should ever go through what I did. But at the same time, I've met some amazing people and doctors with amazing advice that's changed my life. And I think if I could pass a little bit of that on to other people, they might just stop for a second and go, maybe I am kind of looking into things too much. Maybe I'm putting myself out there too much. Maybe I shouldn't judge myself so much. Maybe I shouldn't care what this next person thinks about me. And everyone's going to learn that over time. And the older we get, the more we learn, right? So again, what 15 and 20-year-old people do is a lot different than 40-year-old people do, right? I can't expect my sons or daughters to do what I do, right? So again, it's a learning curve. But again, I'm always going to be that guy that talks out against racism and harassment and sexism. And listen, what do you want to do in your private life? Whether you're freaky, whether you want to have 10 partners, whether you want to be married with kids, whether you have same-sex partners, it doesn't matter what you do in your personal life, because that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But when it comes to streaming and you put yourself out there, the harsh reality is you're going to meet people that are not going to be nice, and just prepare yourself for that. Prepare yourself, because if you really want something bad enough and you get to the forefront of something, people could be jealous. They could just be haters. They just could be morons that had a bad day. That, who knows the background. But just prepare yourself for that kind of things, because it's not going to stop. It's not going to lighten up. And the bigger that you get, the worse that it gets. So, again, I was probably smart that way with designing it so that I had an amazing team around me that they take a lot of the punches for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Lynn's here. So, that's why I really love having the team around me. Again, it's for their personalities, their friendship, amazing ideas. They're basically, they've been rolling with a lot of punches with me, and, they've had to deal with that stress. But as a team comes together, we have each other's backs, and it's much easier for 6, 7, 8 people to deal with what's going on than just one, right? So again, if you're going to be a streamer and just take it all on yourself, you could be looking for, something you don't want to be looking for. So again, design things the way you should be designing them, or whether you want to design them. There's a lot of different stuff, right? So again, we went over just, what people should and shouldn't be doing today. They didn't know how to answer the questions about, what their streamer goals are. You could see the big fails today with a lot of streamers, right? That they just haven't learned or researched or looked at what they need to do or make big changes. So it's kind of like anything you do in real life, you should be taking that into streaming, right? So, but it's also up to you as the streamer on whether you want to, what you stand up for as a person. Like, again, there's so many moving parts to streaming because you have to bring yourself, you have to be yourself, and kind of who you are. But at the same time, you have to respect this person and this person and this person and everybody, and it's a hard thing to juggle sometimes. And it's very easy to see that the larger streamers become extremely numb to what's going on, or they're the complete opposite and they've involved themselves into everything that they shouldn't have, right? So again, it's all about deciding who you are, what you want to be, how you act, whatever. Like there's so many moving parts that we could try and each YouTube stream tackle one or two of them, and you end up talking about 3 or 4, right? Which we have. We originally tackled, people can't answer what's their streaming goals. That was definitely, that one streamer came through, right? Because I said at the beginning, if you watch his VOD back, I want to know how many people are going to say that their streaming goal is to create a safe and happy environment for people. Wrong. That's not a goal. That's not a goal. You can do that anywhere in your house. You can fence off your property. You can lock your doors in your truck. You can not go out anywhere. That's easy to do. Create a safe environment for yourself. But people that come in, it's not about making this little cocoon. It's about, your personality, your content, your engagement, 10 different things, their content, their engagement, their personality, and then spin that by 100 people that come through, right? And that's where the fun times come in, and your personality shows, and theirs shows, and people get laughs. And again, it's all about, as you get bigger, you're going to grow thicker skin, you're going to evolve, you're going to roll with things easier. I know, Pistol, it's incredibly hard, right, for female streamers that don't show off a lot compared to others when it comes to growth. But at the same time, I mean, look at your streaming. You guys have been streaming for a couple of months, right? These girls have been streaming for 5-10 years. So to worry about growth that quickly is never going to happen. You need to be streaming on Twitch for years to be sitting there at 10, 20, 50, 100,000 followers. They've been streaming for 7, 8, 10 years. And that's the difference. So people can usually grow 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 fairly quick. And then again, you start hitting a block wall. Whereas, like I said, again, we've literally adjusted and doing things that we needed to do. And we've gone through that block wall, right? So it's more about content in your way of thinking rather than just, I need to push followers, right? Because at the end of the day, you know that your stream is running 3 to 5% viewers compared to followers, right? So followers shouldn't even be an issue for your particular stream whatsoever, because you guys are running great numbers as far as, I think without me saying it, what your particular issues are, right? Just because hands are tied, right? So as far as your issue, I can't, obviously that'll be a discussion between us, right? Because you know where there's some things that could be changing with yours. But like I said, as far as streams that we covered today, it was incredibly clear that there's streamers that were growing and their numbers were showing and the interaction was there. because they were mentally in the game. They know what they want. They know their goals and what they should be doing. And then there's streamers that are sitting at 15 with no interaction, nothing rolling. Their mods VIPs aren't saying anything. They have no idea what their goals are. They couldn't answer the question, or they went back to the safe zone and said, I just want to build a great little community. And it's wrong. It's not going to help you. You're going backwards. The growth isn't there. You can have as many followers as you want, but you don't have anything to back it up for people to want to be there. And so, you know, it takes a lot of hard work for people to get to where they need to be. So if people don't think that, you know, I don't stay up to 2 a.m, you know, even though I was playing, I literally kicked out 2 graphics. I literally kicked out 2 videos that I'm going to be doing next on YouTube and if you don't think it's a lot of work to learn these programs, research, you know, there's a lot. And you got to be willing to take constructive criticism, because there's people that have literally said, you know, Bomber, it just feels like, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 nights are stale, or we need to do something different, or. And it's not, and I don't go, well, what the, that's not your reaction. You should literally go, okay, what are we going to do to change it? Right? And that's the right mentality. If you could just have the right mentality when it comes to some of this stuff, and be open. And again, you got to have a little tougher skin, because people are going to say, you know, certain things that, you know, like I said, we had 1 or 2 people literally leave because their opinions were extremely loud, and they had this little, you know, temper tantrum over a giveaway or not following rules. And we're like, okay, bye. Like, it's not about, I'm not going to beg people either to stay in our channel, right? Because we do what we do. Our content's what our content is. We try and, you know, bend different things as we go and slide, and rules change and but at some point, again, you can't please everyone, right? So that's what we've really learned. And, you know, I have people on the team that literally remind me of that sometimes when I, you know, want to go offside. And it's great that they bring me back, right? So, again, there's lots of factors. But today the main topic was, if you're going to be a streamer, you need to know what your goals are. That was literally the topic. We had 2 very, you know, 2 left and right sides massively. You had the streamers that are running bigger numbers, that know what they're doing, and they're focused, and they got their goals down pat, and they're going to achieve them, and they're achievable. And the ones that have no idea how to even answer the question, or no goals, or something's happened really wrong, they don't want to look at themselves, blame others, whatever their reasons are, you're running 15 and you're not going to get out of that groove, and they're running 30 to 50 and you're wondering why. Here's your reasons, right? So again, if you're a streamer, just take an hour, 2 or 3, look through your stuff, go, okay, can I be doing this better? Can I be changing this? Can I tweak this? Can I, you know what I mean? And right down to the about section that I showed you guys, to have in there that I just want a great, happy, fun community. It says absolutely nothing about you. There's no point of having that in the about me section, because nobody knows who you are. And so in mine, I give you 5 different things of who I am with fun words to play with. And you literally know what you're expecting when you come in. On my offline, you know who I am. You know what I look like. They can put a face to the name. And everything's easy in my profile for them to get to, acknowledge. If you ever ask, scroll here. We make it incredibly easy for people. So if I was to give advice again, for your goals, go back to the drawing board, you know, and make obtainable goals on what you can do with your streams. Start out small. Don't sit there and go, you know, I'm at 200 followers and my goal is to be at 1,000. That's not obtainable quickly. That's not. Make obtainable goals. You know what I mean? So if it's June 1st and I'm at 200, you know, by December, I want to be at 500 with 10 concurrent viewers and, right? my socials, like you can have all your numbers. If you want to play the numbers game, then play the numbers game. You know what I'm saying? Wait, do you always wear your sunglasses while gaming? No, I didn't last night, Lynn. It depends how my eyes are. So like my screens, even though I got my screens turned down, they're incredibly bright. When I turn on the TV, it's not like a computer monitor. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I'm playing the games, I don't always have my glasses on because it's not as bright. But like I said, when you get to the monitors, the blue light off a monitor compared to a TV is night and day. And I got them cranked down as low as I can. So that the glasses actually help take away a lot of the blue block and any of the brightness. They help my eyes, right? So it's not just like me putting them on to kind of look that part. It's also that they physically help with my eyes. And so that's why I play on a TV rather than on PC. Because focusing this closely for a very long time, and it's only 2 or 3 feet away, I mean, it has a huge impact on people, right? So, yeah, sometimes I literally play without them. Yeah. You gotta remember, Lynn, like, the older you get, the shittier your eyes get, right? So, I've been playing games since I was, what, 4? 4 years old. So you figure I've almost been gaming 40 years just on TVs. So think of the impact. There's kids that are 15 that their eyes are already overworked at 15 seeing these doctors and surgeons. And I'm 42. So these monitors and people that play on PC and all of that, you're going to take a beating. Yeah, you're going to take a beating. So that's why I literally sit down here with my eye drops. I wear my glasses. I don't game this close. I game, 8 feet away. Like I purposely now, I don't stream for 8 hours. I stream for 3 or 4. Like the older you get, you have to prioritize things, right? Yeah, Lynn, you're freaking old. You're getting old. So watch your eyes, Lynn. Watch your eyes and know what I'm saying there, right? Like it'll affect you. Because I go to the surgeon, the eye surgeon and the specialist, and I see little kids there that have the same problem as me. I'm 42. They're 14. Like, that's a big difference. They should not, at the age of 14, be so worried about their eyes, overstressed, because they're sitting there 16 hours a day just pummeling in video games. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy in so many different ways. Their eyes, their eating habits, anything, you know what I mean? I might need to get some prescribed sunglasses. I would. I wear them outside. I have prescriptions. I don't put them on right now, but again, people just need to watch. And it's not healthy to be inside all day, right? Like, I've been outside all morning. I got a freaking hole in my pool, a brand new pool. I'm a little pissed off about that. I bought a brand new pool, filled it up. We used it once. There's a hole underneath it. Brand new pool. So I got to empty that again, put it in the box, take it back. I'm a little pissed off about that, but whatever. Roll with the punches, right? Kick me in the face. But, yeah, hopefully, when we do these hour or 2 streams, people, people get the gist of what's going on, and hopefully get different perspectives and can form their own opinions on what they think they should do or where they should go. If we can just give them, a couple of things that maybe we learned from and, it turns the light bulb on for them. That's perfect, right? That's the whole point of our YouTube content is totally different than Twitch, right? Twitch is our events, our gameplay, everything we do. Whereas YouTube is definitely more personable, definitely, honest up front, bomber that you're going to get every time. And like I said, not everything you're going to hear is obviously positive. There's a lot of bumps in the road that we've had to learn and take. And this is also part of the process that, I like to talk about and explain. This is something that I enjoy doing as well. So for me, it's a win-win. We get more exposure on YouTube. People get to learn. I get to learn things. This is a passion. I enjoy talking about this stuff. Like, this is stuff that I've learned from professionals that I can pass along. And if people just get, like I said, 1 or 2 different perspectives on doing something better, then perfect, right? Then I'm glad that I can help out, and I'm glad that I could be honest with everything. And again, it's not about telling people what to do or what they can do, or it's about just opening their frame of mind, their perspective on things, and maybe, you know, somebody else can be successful just by learning, you know, one or two things and putting their twist on it. And that's my passion, that's my goal, and that's why we're doing it on YouTube, just to have some fun and different content. And a lot of people eventually down the road, hopefully they enjoy that too, right? And they can learn and grow, and we wish, you know, the best upon people. So I'm going to end it there. I got one or two things to do. Grab the daughter from school, of course. Hopefully there's no tornadoes rolling through. We got a bunch of warnings, so this should be fun. Tonight we'll be rolling our giveaway wheel with squads, just again to just have a little more personal night, have some fun. And yeah, I guess we'll do that around 7:15 p.m. Give myself 5 hours to have dinner, relax, spend time with the daughter, and touch grass, as we say it. You know what I mean? So everybody have a great Thursday. Hopefully one or two people or three people happen to retain something. And for sure, I will see you guys later. Lynn, thank you for dropping in. Pistol, little guy, everybody that dropped in today, Nene. And definitely, I will see you guys and girls tonight. And I'm going to freaking touch grass. I'm going to touch grass. All right, I'll